Alright, all you BoLS fans, it's Big Red here, and I have a very special battle report today. We have Colossal versus Colossal, a War Machine battle report here. Kador versus Cygnar, classics. And we are going to be, the two players are, we have our very own Relasine, who's one of the BoLS riders, who's a Cygnar specialist, and he is fighting Lyle Lowery. Say hi, Lyle. Lyle is, works for Privateer, obviously. Look at the shirt. And Lyle, what do you do for Privateer?
I'm the marketing manager, so I run all the marketing initiatives and things.
Alright, so he's here to make sure that you guys at the end of this game think that it's totally awesome and you should play War Machine.
It's totally awesome.
There we go. So, we're doing 50-point armies, and Lyle, let's go over what you brought.
Alright, well,
and what you're thinking, you know, how it's going to work.
Well, I brought Kador, and so I'm using Epic Sorsha and the Conquest, and the Conquest is bonded to Epic Sorsha, so that the Conquest can get 4 focus, and we'll be able to make stationary anything that ends their activation within 2 inches of it. Of course, Sorsha loves going with Beast 09, so we've got Beast 09 here too. Mechanics keep my jacks in good shape. I've got Widowmakers to gain the advantage of Shadow Storm, and the Winter Guard with UA and Covenant Joe. And we've also got 2 units of Eliminators for quick attacks to his solos and whatnot.
Okay.
And finally I've got Epic Aris to deal with his upkeeps.
Alrighty. Well, let's go over and see what Relasine brought. Alright, sir. Say hi.
Hey guys, I'm Relasine from Colossals. Lyle and I are going to sit down for a quick game, and we thought we'd just kind of run over what we have so far. For my faction, I'm playing Cygnar today.
Okay.
I'm running the brand new Nemo 3. He is the new epic carnation of Sebastian Nemo.
Okay, right
he
there.
comes with the solo Finch, who basically gives him a little bit of buffs, helps him really run those warjacks, helps him with free upkeeps. And I also have the brand new Stormwall Colossal as well. My other warjacks are Thunderhead, which helps me with the anti-infantry with its auto-hitting pulse, gives me some assassination threat at range. I have a Stormclad for some anti-armor. For a nice little cheap ranged unit, I brought the Black 13th.
Okay.
I have Reinhold, the Gobber Speculator, for helping me exploit Nemo's really potent ranged weapon, which is really great at rushing out infantry. I have Strange Waves for helping a little bit with giving extra power tokens to Epic Nemo,
okay,
as well as giving some focus to my jacks when I need it. I have the Journeyman Warcaster for helping out with some Arcane Shield and popping some guys with that POW 12 hand cannon every once in a while, and a pair of Stormsmiths to go a little bit with Epic Nemo's speed and work with the lightning pods that you can see are with the Storm.
Okay. Alright. We'll get back to you guys soon.
So, Lyle won the role to go first. Just to give you an idea of the terrain we have on the table, we have a couple of forests. We have a pair of linear obstacles in the center of the board to kind of break things up. We got a pair of hills, and we have a pair of obstacles. So terrain-wise, it's a pretty simple setup. For the scenario, we're doing Incursion, which has 3 different flags. You can find one here, here, and here. At the end of the second player's first turn, one of those flags will be randomly pulled off the board by a die roll. And then, starting at the end of the second player's second turn, you can begin to score on those different flags. So, Lyle is going to take his first turn in just a second. Lyle, why don't you tell us about what you're going to do?
Alright, well,
what is the cunning plan?
my cunning plan, I'm Kador. I don't have a plan except for to just charge forward and smash him.
Alright.
So, I've got the tools to do it, and get ready to start my first turn.
Okay, we'll see what happens at the bottom of 1.
Alright.
Okay, Lyle, your first turn's over, so how did it go?
Alright, Larry, first turn, I'm just getting my guys into position, so everyone moved up.
Okay.
Courage of the Forefathers over here, bob and weave in desperate pace to give them a little bit more speed and defense.
Okay.
And I'm getting in position with my Widowmakers over there to protect that point.
Alright, and let's go over. Alright, Relasine, what's the plan?
So, he's advancing on me rather quickly. Right now I'm eyeballing those Winter Guard, and I'm trying to see if I can figure out a way to take them out. So what I'm thinking about doing is trampling the Stormwall over, dropping a lightning pod, and zapping it a couple times with some lightning generators from Nemo, hopefully bouncing into those Winter Guard and taking them off. And if I'm lucky, maybe even that Epic Sorcerer, so we'll see. Otherwise, it's going to be a standard advance. I don't think there's going to, aside from that, I don't think there's going to be anything particularly interesting that happens. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
So my evil plan was a success. I trampled the Stormwall up and he placed that storm pod within 10 inches. Nemo, my warcaster, activated, moved over, hit it from 14 inches away with that super long threat range on that gun, and managed to take out three of those Widowmakers. So that was fantastic. The only thing that's left for my turn right now is seeing which one of those scenario flags go away. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's the roll. 5, 6. So this one goes away. So we're playing for these 2 flags.
All right. Lyle,
All right, so
on the spot, how do you react?
how do I react? Obviously, I wasn't exactly expecting my Widowmakers to get wiped out like that.
All right.
He's got some of his solos hidden behind this building right here, where he thinks I can't see him maybe, I'm not sure. But I've still got Eris and my Eliminators to deal with that.
All right. We'll see what happens at the end of your turn.
All right.
Hey, BoLS fans, Lux here, taking over for Big Red. So Lyle, what have we got here for your turn?
Alright, so I just wrapped up turn 2, and I moved my Winter Guard in place to contest this objective, and Beast 09 contests over here. I had to pull back over here with Eris, so she's behind the forest, but my lone Widowmaker came around and killed one of his Stormsmiths. And I took a risky shot with the Conquest, didn't work out, didn't do any damage to the Stormclad over there, and I laid down some creeping barrages over there to slow down his infantry.
And what is your plan to counter Relasine's bottom of turn 2, round 2? Scoring starts at the end of your turn.
End of this turn, we're starting scoring. So I've got Beast 09 in my grill, and I definitely have to deal with him. So I'm going to load that Stormclad up with focus and hope he has the the teeth to take him down. I've got these Winter Guard creeping up on the left. I think I'm going to send the Thunderhead over, try and unload on them as much as I can. Maybe have the Stormwall assist a little bit. We're going to see how it goes. This might be the feat turn. I'm not entirely sure yet. It's going to really depend on kind of how things pan out during the turn. We'll see, and we'll get back to you after.
Bottom of round 2, Relasine, what happened?
So this is a brutal turn for Lyle. Lyle, I'm very sorry that I destroyed most of your army. Well, not most of your army, but enough for me to gloat about it. Anyway, I started by moving the Stormwall over, putting some shots into Beast 09, hoping to make him a little bit easier to take down for the Stormclad, and rolled bananas. This is followed up by the Stormclad moving up and finishing him off. I put 3 focus on him, but he just did it with, actually I needed to buy that one, but he actually managed to do it with just 1 focus, so that was kind of a waste. Thunderhead moved over here, blasted down his Winter Guard, and I would say something in the lines of 90% of them made tough checks, so that was disappointing. I followed this up by placing that Storm Pod there back during Stormwall's activation, reloading Nemo with Reinhold, and peppering that Lightning Pod again over and over with lightning generating shots, hoping to take out some of those Winter Guard, but he keeps rolling tough checks. Lyle, what are you going to do about it?
Alright, so obviously that was a brutal turn for me. I don't know how to deal with all this lightning, all these warjacks. He's running me down. But I did have some awesome tough checks over here, and my Winter Guard are hanging tough. So this turn, I have to kill that Stormclad, and I'm going to kill it with my Conquest.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, we're at the top of Kador, actually the end of Kador's third turn. Lyle, let's walk us through it.
All right, I'm in a pretty desperate situation here.
Okay.
So, I went for an assassination attempt.
All right.
No guts, no glory.
Okay.
So Sorsha cycloned and came up to here and feeded.
All right.
Which put Nemo in his underfeet, inner control area. I had all my focus on the Conquest to take shots. I took a shot, I needed a 10 with my main cannon to hit him. That probably would have had a good chance of killing. It didn't work out, I rolled a 9 and it missed.
Oh.
Then I hoped for some lucky deviations, none of that worked out. So now it's damage control time.
All right.
My Winter Guard activated next. Most of them were knocked out, but they stood up. Also, the Thunderhead was under the feet area, so I tried to get some CRAs to knock him down. I got 10 points of damage on him, which was okay.
All right.
I hoped that this Winter Guard would be able to kill Arlen Strangeways over here, but he missed the shot. Actually, he hit, and the damage wasn't enough to kill him. If he would have died, I would have scored a point over here.
Okay. And then we have some eliminators.
Right, because the situation's so dire with Sorsha being way out in front, I just jumped the eliminators from back here over to here to give her just a tiny modicum of protection, but it's pretty much over at this point, I think. I'd have to be extremely lucky to come out of this okay.
Mostly what Lyle said. I left Nemo in a spot where I told myself not to put him. I told myself to put him behind that storm wall.
And you didn't.
Like a boss, I exposed him to the possible terror that is his Colossal. He'd been rolling hot with those tough rolls all day, so I guess the dice ran out. At this point, I think it's all over but the crying. So we'll be back in a minute with a handshake, probably a hug, and then I probably owe someone a beer after. So here we go. So we're ready for the kill shot. Actually, the last kill shots. Had the Black 13th move over, try and put some shots into Sorsha. I did manage to clear out the 2 eliminators that are around her, though. I think one of them ended up hitting her for a couple of damage. And then what I did is I moved Reinhold over, reloaded that gun on Nemo, popped his feet, shot my Stormclad in the back once, leapt into Sorsha, and then did a ton of damage with the additional die from his feet and the boost as well. So 4 dice, POW 10, it really hurt her. So here comes the last roll. This is the reload shot from Reinhold. Shooting the Stormclad in the back again. Anything but to hit. Hits, boosting damage, bounces into her within 4 inches. Stormclad takes no damage because he's immune to that electricity. Here comes the POW 10, dice -5. And it's time for hugs.
Alrighty, here we go.
Congratulations.
Thanks for the game, man. Appreciate it.
All right. All right, so what do you guys think?
Well, I just wasn't able to handle all that lightning, but it was an awesome game. It was awesome to see 2 Colossals across the table from each other.
Absolutely.
We had a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been worried about seeing that Colossal across from me for a while. Luckily, it doesn't hit the actual streets for another month, but it definitely had me on the ropes. And if I hadn't been just a little bit lucky with his dice rolls that one time, I think that would have been game with Sorsha's feet. So I think these new Colossals are fantastic. They make great ranged weapon platforms. Man, they do a lot of shooting. Today alone, I think I've gotten 3 ranged assassinations with my Stormwall. So they're fantastic. Lyle took the whole game in stride. We really appreciate him coming out to War Games Con this weekend and spending the time with us.
Yeah, I've had a great time. It's an incredible show, and I'm really glad to be here.
All right, there you guys go. That is the Colossals Battle Report. We'll talk to you guys later.